Part 54. Rebirth of a Farming Wife. Author, Tien. Chapter 535. I think I've been pampering you these days and haven't disciplined you for too long. You're itching for trouble, so you came here like this. Hanyu was a little furious, especially Suwenayu's attitude of not knowing what was wrong. You know, he spent a lot of time and effort on his wife's health, but she was so willful. I don't know if it will affect her health. I have to ask Dr. Mu to check on her later. Suwenayu blushed when Hanyu said that. Hanyu only had a few ways to discipline her, but she was embarrassed. It seemed that Hanyu was really angry. He did so many things in front of so many people, which made her lose face. Well, brother Han, your wife is too naughty. She should be disciplined. But if you want to discipline your wife, you should go back to your room and close the door. It doesn't seem good to discipline her in front of so many people. Sikongling was very considerate this time. I don't know if he saw Suwenayu's embarrassment and came out to help. Sure enough, Hanyu listened to Sikongling's words, and even if he was angry, he suppressed his anger. It was not good to teach his wife a lesson in front of everyone. He was too angry, so he didn't pay attention to saving face for his wife. He glared at Suwenayu with a warning, and then led the people to leave. Watching Hanyu lead Suwenayu away, Sikongling's seemingly romantic smile was put away, and there was a bit of unpredictable emotion in his eyes, making it hard to guess what he was thinking. Master, have you cleaned up these dishes? The servant saw that Sikongling would not continue to eat when he stood there, but he didn't dare to make a decision on his own, so he asked for instructions. Sikongling glanced at the servant when he heard the words, and didn't answer, but sat back in his original position, picked up the chopsticks and started eating. The degree of cherishment seemed that there was some peerless delicacy on the table, and he was reluctant to waste it. Suwenayu was taken back to her room by Hanyu, and was inevitably scolded by Hanyu for a long time. However, she felt that it was worth it even if Hanyu nagged her. She was not completely out of control, and this level would not have any impact on her body. However, Suwenayu still overestimated herself. Her current body was far less than that of the past after several tossings. Before Hanyu asked Mu Shinai to see her, she began to have an attack, and her stomach was cramping. Suwenayu realized that it was not good. She didn't eat too much, but her body was getting more and more delicate. Suwenayu thought with disdain. Even though she was unwell, she didn't dare to say it. She tried her best to endure it, because she was afraid that Hanyu would teach her a lesson again if he knew. It was not easy for her to get rid of Hanyu's profound education. But the pain was a bit unbearable. Suwenayu's face turned pale, and her forehead was covered with fine beads of sweat. Hanyu had originally let Suwenayu sit there and react, but when he saw his wife's face, he also realized that something was wrong, and his face was filled with worry and anxiety. Wife, what's wrong with you? Where do you feel uncomfortable? Suwenayu didn't care about feeling guilty at this time. The pain in her stomach was getting worse and worse, making her feel like she wanted to die. She looked at Hanyu with a wronged look. Husband, I'm in pain, my stomach hurts. Suwenayu said with tears in her eyes, but she didn't say it was because she had eaten too spicy food before. Hanyu knew what was going on when he saw Suwenayu like this. He was always angry and helpless, and more distressed and worried. He quickly sent the servants to invite Dr. Mu over. Dr. Mu was hurriedly invited by the servants. Knowing that something happened to Suwenayu, Dr. Mu came without delay. Dr. Mu had a good impression of Suwenayu. He thought this girl was great. She was not only chaste, but also kind and lovely. In addition, she was Zai Li's mistress. It was rare that Hanyu was willing to take the risk of taking in Zai Li when the Zai family was in trouble. Dr. Mu was grateful to Hanyu, so he was very concerned about Suwenayu's affairs. As soon as he entered the door, Dr. Mu saw that Suwenayu's face was pale with pain, and he hurriedly took Su Wenayu's pulse. When he took the pulse, his brows furrowed more and more tightly. Seeing Dr. Mu like this, Han Yu became more worried. "Dr. Mu, how is my wife? I see she is in great pain. Is it serious?" Dr. Mu's eyebrows were raised, and he scolded her rudely. "She deserves the pain. She asked for it. She is already the mother of 3 children and still makes people worry about her. She doesn't know what to do and what not to do. As a doctor, what he hates most is patients who are disobedient and ruin their bodies." Although no one told Dr. Mu why Su Wenayu was like this, with Dr. Mu's medical skills, he could easily diagnose the cause. What else is there to not understand? Moreover, Dr. Mu also roughly knows that Su Wenayu has a childish mentality. Su Wenayu was scolded by Han Yu for a long time, but she didn't feel anything special. She just felt a pain in her head and a swelling in her head. After all, she was used to being scolded by Han Yu. Dr. Mu was different. Su Wenayu's pale face turned red after being scolded so mercilessly by Dr. Mu. She was ashamed and wanted to find a crack to crawl into. Su Wenayu was not really ignorant, but she had experienced life and death several times, especially being trapped in the nightmare of her previous life. She finally got rid of it and wanted to live freely and happily. She didn't want to restrain herself anymore. In addition, she was so indulged and doted on by Han Yu that she really had a childish mentality and was quite naughty. However, she still paid attention to the degree. Who knew that she would go too far and make a wrong estimate? This was a tragedy. Su Wenayu now more deeply realized the true meaning of the words "if you don't commit suicide, you will die." Although Han Yu scolded Su Wenayu severely, he was reluctant to blame her at this time. Seeing that Su Wenayu was in pain and was scolded by Dr. Mu, he said quickly, "Dr. Mu, my wife is young and she is a bit naughty. I will tell her. I see that she is in great pain now. You should think of a way to relieve my wife's symptoms first. It's just a short time ago, and you are so distressed. You are the one who spoiled her to be so naughty. Why are you so anxious?" Dr. Mu said unhappily. Although he said so, his hand movements were not the same. He took out a porcelain bottle from the medicine box and took out a pill. Han Yu saw this and quickly brought boiled water to help Su Wenayu take it. Dr. Mu is worthy of being a miracle doctor. He is not in vain. He prescribes the right medicine for the right condition. After taking one pill, it worked immediately. Su Wenayu felt that the pain in her stomach was relieved a lot, and her complexion was no longer as pale as before, and gradually became rosy. It turned out that a miracle doctor is a miracle doctor. Han Yu felt relieved when he saw that his wife's complexion had improved and she was not in as much pain as before. Rebirth of a Farming Wife. Author, TNNI. Chapter 536. Daughter-in-law, how do you feel? Doesn't it hurt anymore? Han Yu carefully wiped Su Wenayu's sweat-soaked forehead. Su Wenayu nodded. It's much better. Thanks to the good effect of Dr. Mu's pills, I don't feel much pain anymore. This pill is really magical. Dr. Mu is a miracle doctor. Needless to say, his medical skills are overqualified to cure your little problem. Do you dare to do such nonsense again in the future? Why do you think I take care of you? It's not all for your own good, but why do you treat me like this? These words fell on deaf ears, and you won't find out until you suffer a loss. Han Yu took advantage of Su Wenayu and used real and painful examples to teach his daughter-in-law, with a bit of heartache in his tone. Su Wenayu didn't dare to be stubborn at this time. Not to mention that what Han Yu said was right, she just said obediently, "My lord, please stop talking. I know I was wrong and I will never do this again." It's good to know Han Yu tapped Su Wenayu's forehead and didn't say anything more. He usually kept nagging a few words because his wife didn't take his words into her heart. This time, she also learned a lesson. And being reprimanded so mercilessly by miracle Dr. Mu, he would definitely not do it again. so he didn't say anything more. Don't think that he didn't know his wife's evil thoughts, but she actually suspected him of being verbose. Su Wenyu breathed a sigh of relief when she saw that Hanyu didn't lecture her like before, and her attitude was more good and pious than ever before. You will gain wisdom after eating for a while, I will remember the lesson. Dr. Mu looked at Su Wenyu's attitude, and his expression finally softened a little. The relationship these days seemed to be a matter of rapport. Coupled with Su Wenyu's character, Dr. Mu treated Su Wenyu like a granddaughter. It was an unusual disease. It is said that deep love brings deep responsibility, so she was so angry at Su Wenyu's behavior of not caring about her body. If you do this nonsense again, don't come to me for treatment again. Your body and bones have been tortured to this point. It took a lot of effort to get you better. As a result, this nonsense has made a lot of efforts in vain. I'll prescribe some medicine first, you take care of it and change the recipe later. Medicinal supplements are not as good as food supplements. When the time comes, you should arrange your diet according to the list I made, and don't let me hear any more words about you not taking any of them. Divine Dr. Mu said very domineeringly. Su Wenyu respected and feared this kind and serious elder. She did not dare to refute even a single sentence. She only nodded honestly, but secretly complained in her heart. She did not know what Divine Dr. Mu would do next. She won't be allowed to eat anything weird. Not to mention anything else, the bird's nest alone makes her very intolerant. She thinks that maybe she can relax a little more after spending time with Hanyu. Seeing that Su Wenyu was as honest as a quail, Hanyu couldn't help nodding. He didn't dare to object to the words of Miracle Dr. Mu, and felt a little funny in his heart. It would be great if this girl could be so obedient in front of him. Sure enough, the wife can't be too, he was used to it. In the past, his wife was more sensible and obedient, and even though she was a bit petite, she rarely acted nonsense. During this time, he was really worried. Of course, there was an element of Su Wenyu deliberately torturing Hanyu. Not only Hanyu wanted to train his wife well, Su Wenyu also had the same idea. Taking advantage of the opportunity, Hanyu felt sorry for himself and constantly refreshed Hanyu's bottom line, which was just a break from this boring time. If Hanyu knew that Su Wenyu was like this, he had no choice but to dote on her intentionally and helplessly. Ever since he knew the importance of his wife in his heart, Hanyu's doting on Su Wenyu became more and more bottomless. I don't know if it was a deliberate punishment for Su Wenyu. The medicine Dr. Mu prescribed this time contained some extremely bitter herbs. Su Wenyu drank it and felt that she would offend no one in her life but not the doctor. This kind of pain is really not something ordinary people can bear. Yes, she was wrong first, and she was stared at closely by Hanyu. She couldn't escape even if she wanted to, so she could only drink the medicine in one breath, feeling bitter all over her body. Hanyu was happy to see Su Wenyu learn a little lesson and improve her memory. He knew that Dr. Mu did it on purpose, but he didn't say anything. Although his wife knew she was wrong this time, she still had to let her know the price and consequences of doing the wrong thing. Only then will you have a long memory. Anyway, although this medicine is bitter, it is beneficial to take it. Ms. Sir, this medicine is too bitter. How long do I have to take it? I really can't bear it anymore. Su Wenyu looked at Hanyu pitifully with a bitter look on her face, barely able to shed tears. Su Wenyu said that no matter what she experienced again, her temperament of being afraid of hardship and pain would never change. This medicine lasts for 3 days. You have already taken it for 1 day, and you have to take it for 2 more days to consolidate it. Be good, take the medicine well, and taking good care of your body is more important than anything else. The children also hope that their mother will be healthy. Go back, Kong. Su Wenyu's face turned bitter when she heard what Hanyu said. Knowing that she would have to take such bitter medicine for 2 more days, she felt that her whole body was getting worse. Ms. Sir, are you kidding me? I feel like I'm already fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Well, didn't Grandpa Mu say that medicinal supplements are not as good as food supplements, because medicines are 3/3 poisonous, otherwise this medicine would. No, don't make mistakes. Dr. Mu can explain clearly. You must take this medicine for at least 3 days. Then he will come back to diagnose your pulse. If the effect is not achieved, you know what kind of character Dr. Mu is. If you get angry sometimes, don't blame me for not reminding you. Han Yu felt that his ability to intimidate his wife was getting worse and worse, and he had to use the name of Miracle Dr. Mu to control his wife. Su Wenyu's face fell completely. "Ms. Sir, you can't plead for me in front of Grandpa Mu. You clearly know that I am most afraid of him, and you still use him to scare me. Who told you to be so disobedient and steal food that you are not allowed to eat? Now you know the consequences. Don't even think about me going back to plead for you. If you don't learn a lesson, you might do it again. You have to bear the consequences of doing something wrong. That's what you said when you taught the children before. I'm going to say the same thing to you now. So just take your medicine honestly and don't have any crooked ideas. Otherwise, not to mention Dr. Mu, even I won't indulge you." "Husband, you are so cruel. Are you really going to treat me like this?" No discussion. Su Wenyu shook her head. She shook Han Yu's arm, tentatively. Han Yu shook his head firmly. No negotiation. Su Wenyu was so disappointed. Han Yu was so cruel this time. He must have made up his mind to punish her. Su Wenyu saw that Han Yu's attitude would never waver, so she gave up the idea of pleasing Han Yu. She turned her head and said angrily, "I'm tired and need to rest now. You should go out and don't hang around in front of me. Otherwise, I will see that you are in a bad mood, which will not be good for your recovery. You should do whatever you need to do. Anyway, no one cares about me." You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Rebirth of a Farming Wife. Author, TNNI. Chapter 537. Han Yu did have some things to discuss with Zai Li at the moment, but he didn't insist on staying here. He nodded, "Okay, you have a good rest, I'll go out first." Although Su Wenyu turned her head and glanced at Han Yu with her peripheral vision, she saw that he had really gone out. Her mouth became deflated again, and she was a little resentful. She was obviously unhappy and was looking for an excuse. "Come and coax me" signal. She didn't believe that Han Yu didn't see it, but it turned out to be smooth sailing. In the past, Han Yu would never have reacted like this. It seemed that he was really angry this time, so she still took it easy. "Order it." Kong Ling has been paying attention to Su Wenyu's affairs, and naturally knows what Su Wenyu has been going through these days, but he has no sympathy at all. He even came to see Su Wenyu's jokes to gloat. "Hey, I haven't seen you Enyang wandering around the valley in the past 2 days. It turns out that you were locked up in the house by Han Yu. The price for stealing is a bit high," Kong Ling said with a smile. "Why are you here again? Didn't I say I don't welcome you? I hate you when I see you. Why are you still hanging around in front of me? Is there a certain bottom line in life?" Su Wenyu said angrily. She was already unhappy. He became even more embarrassed towards Kong Ling. Kong Ling had long been accustomed to the treatment he received from Su Wenyu. He didn't mind it before, and he wouldn't mind it this time. "I came here specifically to visit you today. Although you hate me, I like you very much. What should I do? I have always been self-centered and don't care much about other people's feelings, so it doesn't matter whether you hate me or not, as long as I like you." Regarding Su Wenyu's remarks about hating him, Kong Ling was not aware of the hurt, but was very happy. It was better to hate him than to ignore him without feeling. Sure enough, it was you, Kong Ling, who said this. You are so shameless. I think you are not only here to visit me, but also to see my jokes. Are you happy to see how miserable I am? Su Wenyu was not in a hurry to dare Si Kongling to go out. After all, this life was not the previous one. Although she still had feelings for Si Kongling, after all, Si Kongling had not done anything harmful to her yet. In addition, during this period Si Kongling was fairly candid in their interactions with her, so she wasn't that annoying. Moreover, she was a scoundrel in the room alone. It was good to talk and curse with Si Kongling, pass the time, and vent her inner depression. How could it be? It's too late for me to feel sorry for you. How could I laugh at you? You are judging a gentleman with a villain's heart. It is wrong to speculate on my thoughts. I know now that young Master Sikong is still a gentleman. Tisk tisk, not everyone deserves the title of gentleman, Su Wenyu said sarcastically, thinking this was a joke. She didn't know that Si Kongling was. It is no big joke that such a person can be a gentleman despite his despicable, romantic, and ruthless nature. Although Su Wenyu said it implicitly, the expression on his face expressed all his inner thoughts. Si Kongling felt that he really did not deserve the title of gentleman. Okay, I, Si Kongling, am just a villain. Isn't that enough? Accept it in spite of your discriminatory gaze, compared to those hypocrites who appear to be kind but have a different heart. I, Si Kongling, prefer to be a villain. At least I am not living a real life. After Si Kongling finished speaking, he saw that Su Wenyu was feeling comfortable, but he was not feeling comfortable anymore, and a smirk appeared on his lips. But speaking of which, don't you think your husband-in-law is a complete hypocrite, who looks sanctimonious on the surface, and uses anger? The scheming has turned to tricks, and even a villain like me is ashamed. Otherwise, with his background as a farmer, how could he have reached this point today? It's just the things he did in private that he kept from you. I admit that he is a villain, but no one is more innocent than Han Yu. Su Wenyu acted defensively and was unhappy when Si Kongling said this. You are the hypocrite. Your whole family is a hypocrite. You are not allowed to slander Han Yu. I know what kind of person he is. Even if he uses scheming means, an upright conspiracy would not do those sinister and despicable things. Stop slandering him. You are sinister and despicable, and you want to drag others along with you. What kind of person is he? Look at this short guard. I'm telling the truth. Han Yu is your husband-in-law. I don't believe that you really don't know anything about what he is doing outside. Although most of them are scheming, there are also many tricks behind the scenes. Yinkai people behave in different ways, and I feel ashamed. When Si Kongling said that he saw Su Wenyu staring at him, he waved his hand helplessly. Okay, let's not talk about it anymore. Isn't it okay if you don't talk about your Han Yu? Anyway, you know who did what, so just say that secret guards cannot be cultivated by ordinary means. Your Han Yu must have cultivated such a team of people, you can't deny this. Haha, why are you so idle? It turns out that you didn't take advantage of Han Yu. You came to me to inquire about information. Do you think I will tell you about Han Yu? Don't think about it. I am not you. Those stupid women in the backyard, don't use their schemes on me. Su Wenyu had a look of understanding on her face. Si Kongling felt a little uncomfortable being looked at by Su Wenyu like this. He had no intention of using his scheming on Su Wenyu, he was just checking in. This girl looked silly, but she was quite sensitive at the critical moment. Only he could. This meaning was realized. Si Kongling was magnanimous. Seeing that Su Wenyu saw it, he didn't hide it and admitted directly, it's quite smart. I just had this idea and you noticed it? Han Yu is too cunning and it takes too much effort to deal with him. So I wanted to break through from you to see if I could find out anything, but I was discovered. Su Wenyu actually felt a sense of accomplishment in her heart, but she didn't show it on her face. She just showed a sarcastic smile. Hey, you guys still want to pull this little trick in front of me? I usually don't bother to argue with you. There's a saying. What are you talking about? I'm so confused, but I'm just too lazy to expose your clumsy tricks. I can see who you are, Sikongling, with just one glance. I see. It's rare to be confused. It's something a smart person would do. The smile on Sikongling's face deepened, and he nodded seriously. He seemed to agree with Su Wenayu's words. If you ignore the look in his eyes, a hint of teasing. So don't act clever in front of me in the future. I can expose your mind in a minute. Su Wenayu became more and more proud. Although she felt a little guilty in her heart, it was good to be proud on the surface. But I have also heard a saying that smart people will not flaunt themselves as smart. People who think they are smart are often smart. I think this is very reasonable. Yu Niang, do you think this is reasonable? Rebirth of a Farming Wife. Author, Tianni. Chapter 538. Sikongling originally kept these words in her heart and did not intend to say them out, but Su Wenayu's poor concealment method could not cover up the pride on her face. People with such evil taste like Sikongling wanted to attack them when they saw him. One time, Su Wenchu didn't react when she heard it at the beginning of the month. When she realized that Sikongling was clearly laughing at her, she became a little angry and pointed at Sikongling. Sikongling, what do you mean by this? Are you making fun of me for being so smart? I didn't say that. It's your own choice. It's none of my business. Sikongling waved his hand and looked at Su Wenayu innocently, but the evil smile at the corner of his mouth was very annoying. You have to show he acted innocent, but he deliberately leaked something. This was not a clear sign of contempt for other people's intelligence, but he made him even more angry. Su Wenayu felt that she was a little angry at this time. How could this person be so hateful? Even though he was slightly different from the Sikongling in his previous life, the bad factor in his bones had not changed at all. Sikongling, you bastard, get out of here and disappear from my eyes immediately, or I want you to look good. Su Wenayu pointed at Sikongling angrily and said, her face was a little red with anger, and she finally felt proud. No one could remain calm after being exposed like this in person, not to mention that Su Wenayu was much more willful these days than before and had no intention of holding it back. Oh, you are so fierce, and you look like you are angry. You can't stand being teased. So women are stingy, and their advice is off-putting. I am telling the truth, but some people don't like to hear it. But the facts show in front of me, I can't tell lies without conscience. Sikongling not only didn't go out, but also spoke plausibly, for fear of making Su Wenayu angry enough. Su Wenayu felt that her forehead was starting to get angry. Sikongling was a bastard. She owed him a debt in her previous life. Seeing that Sikongling refused to go out and kept saying those irritating words from his mouth, Su Wenayu directly picked up the bastard sitting next to him. A vase was thrown at Sikongling. Sikongling, you bastard, get out of here right now, or I won't beat you to death. Su Wenayu threw the vase, although it didn't hit Sikongling, but she felt a little relieved and thought it was a good way to vent her anger. Everything in the house belonged to Sikongling, so she didn't feel bad if it was broken. Tisk, tisk, your accuracy is not good enough. You have to take good care of your little body. With such little strength, you still want to hit someone, Sikongling said while dodging, not afraid of death, and kept giving Su Wenayu fire. Seeing Su Wenayu's face flushed with anger, a satisfied smile appeared at the corner of his mouth. Sikongling, if you have the ability, don't run away. If I don't give you a bruise today, my aunt, I won't call you Su Wenayu. Su Wenayu was not someone who could withstand arousal. She didn't care about anything now. He retained his strength and just wanted to drive people out. Now he would hit Sikongling on anything he saw. If he couldn't hit him, he would just carry something that looked like a stick and hit Kong Ling. Kong Ling's body skills were really good. He was dodged left and right when Su Wenyu hit him with something. He still had time to watch Su Wenyu's jokes. When he saw Su Wenyu coming over with a stick, as if he was so angry that he wanted to beat him up himself, he felt that when things got serious, he waved his hand and left. "My young master has something to do today, so I won't accompany you. You can have fun by yourself. Don't run away if you can. I promise I won't beat you to death." Su Wenyu chased after him with a stick in his hand, as if he had to drag Kong Ling over and give him a good beating. When Han Yu came back, he saw Kong Ling running around in panic from his room. "Is this the young master of the Kong family? It was a bit funny no matter how you looked at it." Before I had time to react, I heard my wife yelling inside, as if she was angry. Then I saw my wife carrying a big stick to the door, chasing after Minato, looking like the east of the river. The look of a lion. Han Yu squinted his eyes and looked again, making sure that he was not deceived. However, this scene was so funny. The servants in the yard were also surprised to see this scene, and their jaws almost dropped. "What's going on?" Han Yu rubbed his eyebrows, which were beating a little fast. When Su Wenyu saw Han Yu coming back, her tough look disappeared, and the stick in her hand fell to the ground. She looked aggrieved. The change was so fast that it was hard to adapt to it. "Ms. Sir, you're finally back. Come on, catch that bastard Kong Ling. I'm going to beat him to death today." Sure enough, women and villains are difficult to raise. A gentleman talks but doesn't do anything. He doesn't have the ability to talk to others. When he gets angry from shame, he can't hit someone even if he disagrees with you. Han Yu, take care of your wife. Look at your wife. What's going on? If you don't take good care of me, I'm going to ride on you in the future. Kong Ling stopped running when he saw Han Yu coming. He stopped and stood in the yard and said to Han Yu. Those words were so irritating. To pay for his life, Su Wenyu was a little jumpy when he didn't see it. If Han Yu hadn't been here, Su Wenyu would have picked up a stick to beat people again. At least Su Wenyu still remembered to worry about his image in front of Han Yu. "Han Yu, your wife has been bullied to this extent. If you don't give Kong Ling a good beating today, you won't be my man," Su Wenyu said angrily. What on earth is going on? This was the second time Han Yu asked this question. Of course he would not take Su Wenyu's words seriously. He still hadn't figured out what was going on. Kong Ling was clearly teasing his wife. Just kidding, he would be stupid if he took it seriously, but he was just very happy about Kong Ling's behavior. "Han Yu, you heard it, look at your wife like this, isn't she the Hedong lion? It's time to discipline her. Han Yu, you let someone do it to your wife like this," Su Wenyu said without waiting for Han Yu, and simply did it herself. She was restrained by Han Yu's hand and could only stand there angrily. "Master Kong, how to discipline my wife is my family matter, so you don't have to worry about it. Although my wife's words and deeds are a bit outrageous, I believe there must be a reason. On weekdays, my wife has always been gentle and virtuous. I guess she is angry with some shameless people," Han Yu said with a fake smile, and his words clearly mocked Kong Ling as a shameless person. No matter what happened, he would naturally stand by his wife unconditionally. Su Wenyu was a little angry when she was restrained by Han Yu, but she stopped making a fuss after hearing this. She stood there obediently, waiting for Han Yu to vent her anger. Tisk tisk, they are indeed a couple. Look at how protective they are of their own people. Never mind. I don't want to argue with women and children. I am a busy man. I don't have time to fool around. Let's go, Kong Ling said without stopping. He patted his butt and left. He was a smart man. Naturally, he would not stay and be attacked by the couple together. Rebirth of a Farming Wife. Author, Tian Ni. Chapter 539. My husband, look at him, how annoying this person must be to be so annoying, yet he still likes to hang out in front of me. It's really annoying, Su Wenyu pointed at Si Kong Ling's back and said, her tone full of dissatisfaction, I didn't forget that Han Yu said that he didn't like to see her and Si Kong Ling together, so he had to separate them as soon as possible. Si Kong Ling was the one who originally found her. Okay, don't be angry. What's going on? How did Si Kong Ling offend you? Han Yu rubbed his wife's head, smoothed her hair and looked at the blush on her face. Obviously really pissed off by Si Kong Ling. When he walked into the house again, he saw the porcelain fragments on the floor in a mess. His eyebrows skipped a beat. He had only been away for a long time, and this happened. As soon as the excitement started, Si Kong Ling came here deliberately and at the right time. After knowing what was going on, Han Yu found it a little funny. They could have such a quarrel over such a few words. The two of them were really at odds with each other. Although there was an element of Si Kong Ling's intention in this, Bo's wife hated Si Kong Ling. Fact. Han Yu actually didn't understand what Si Kong Ling was thinking. He obviously liked his wife, but every time he did something he did not please her, to the point where she would be disgusted whenever she mentioned it. Although his wife is indeed quite cute when she blows her hair, but by doing this, does Si Kong Ling also show that he no longer has that thought and just simply likes his wife? Although Han Yu didn't want to admit that his daughter-in-law was liked by others, it was normal for such a thing to happen to such an outstanding daughter-in-law. As long as he didn't have any thoughts of coveting her, Han Yu could still accept this kind of simple love and appreciation. Mister, when can we leave here? I will be pissed to death if I keep seeing this bastard. Su Wenyu's tone was still angry. It's coming soon. I've figured out Taniguchi's formations and mechanisms. I'll take you out as soon as the opportunity is right. You have to be patient for now. Just ignore people like Si Kong Ling. You'll suffer a loss if you argue with him. It can only be you, Han Yu said. The authorities were so confused that my wife didn't realize that Si Kong Ling was teasing her. I know, but I'm just so angry. You don't know how bad he is. He always likes to provoke in front of me and drive a wedge between our husband and wife. He actually goes around the corner to get information about you from me. You really think I'm stupid? I won't be fooled by him. Su Wenyu complained to Han Yu because she was afraid that Han Yu wouldn't know about Si Kong Ling's evil deeds. Si Kong Ling is such a smart person. Even if there is any cooperation between you, you have to be careful with him. In the eyes of people like them, everything can be sacrificed except for the interests of the family, let alone a temporary cooperation. Su Wenyu actually understood very well in her heart. She had already deliberately reminded Han Yu. She was just afraid that if she talked too much about Si Kong Ling, Han Yu would be unhappy and overthink it, so she also used this matter to remind Han Yu. When Han Yu heard what Su Wenyu said, he did not look down upon it. Instead, he said seriously, daughter-in-law, don't worry, Si Kong Ling and I are just using each other for profit. There is no complete trust or anything else. I will be careful. Han Yu said this and felt very happy in his heart. After all, she was his wife. Although she acted foolishly sometimes, she understood very well at the critical moment. But he took it too lightly. Although Si Kong Ling's behavior today was mostly to tease his wife, it was unavoidable. There was no idea of getting to know him through his wife. It was well known that he valued his wife and children. Even if he didn't necessarily know some things as his pillow partner, he could still infer many things from the clues in her words and actions at that time. A good daughter-in-law is not an ignorant woman or child. Even if she doesn't win a quarrel, she never wavers in her sense of proportion. However, through Si Kong Ling's actions, Han Yu felt that perhaps his understanding of Si Kong Ling was too one-sided. People like Si Kong Ling were the most difficult to deal with. In order to achieve their goals, they would not hesitate to use any means. Fortunately, now they are partners and not enemies, otherwise it would be difficult to deal with such an enemy. Well, just be careful. Kong Ling is the best at showing off, but he is also a person with uncertain thoughts. The reason why he cooperates with you is probably because he has taken a fancy to your potential, but even so, with his behavior, I guess you are not the only one who is cooperating. I am afraid there is a replacement. Even if you really cooperate, you can't completely pin the matter on him. Su Wenyu thought for a while and said, "Daughter-in-law, thank you for reminding me. I have remembered it. But after this time, if he wants to get any information from you in the future, just ignore him. Don't talk to him all the time. You are such a little brain." Melon seeds are no match for Kong Ling yet, Han Yu warned again, not wanting his wife to be teased by Kong Ling and feeling possessive in his heart. Su Wenyu had kept the matter in mind and didn't think much about it before, but now she heard Han Yu mention it again. "Hey, no, Han Yu, what do you mean? Why do you mean that my little head is not Kong Ling's opponent? You also look down on me, right?" After being laughed at by Kong Ling, Su Wenyu was very sensitive now, and Han Yu's words had other meanings. "Wife, most people's IQ is innate, it's not shameful to be a little stupid, you have your husband to protect you, I just reminded you because I don't want you to suffer from Kong Ling. Look at you, you are overthinking." Kong Ling was really comforting, but seeing that his wife was about to get angry again, there was a bit of teasing in his tone. This little look was really funny. No wonder Kong Ling teased his wife just now and felt happy physically and mentally. It's not good for a wife to be too attractive, and she will be attacked by wolves if she is not prepared. "Han Yu, don't think I didn't hear it, I'm just stupid, I'm stupid, so what? I think you have seen it clearly, none of you men are good, especially you are more hateful than Kong Ling, that annoying guy." Han Yu touched his nose, whatever his wife said was what it was, he really wanted to tease his wife, but Kong Ling made his wife angry, and her emotions have not completely calmed down. If he committed a crime against the wind at this moment, the risk would be too great, and it would be more than the gain if he was resented by his wife. "Wife, I really don't mean anything else. You are my wife, no matter if you are stupid or smart, you are Han Yu's wife. I like both the good and the bad. Besides, women are so smart, what do we men need to do? It's best to be like you, who are stupid but understand things in their hearts. You are much cuter than those women who are full of scheming. I like people like you." Han Yu's tone was much more sincere this time, which showed that it was really what he thought. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Rebirth of a Farming Wife. Author, Tianni. Chapter 540. Although Han Yu's words were a bit chauvinistic, Su Wenyu still felt very good after listening to them. She had no ambitions and just wanted to live her own life well, but she didn't have the intention to compete with men. Men were willing. Taking responsibility is a good thing. That's what I like about you. My husband, you are becoming more and more talkative now, and the listeners feel comfortable. But you can only say this to me alone. Don't think that I don't know the things in the military camp. You've been talking about women for a long time, so don't let them take you too far, otherwise you know how strong your wife is, and she might be able to do something. Su Wenyu grabbed Han Yu's collar and said, charmingly. There was a slight threat in man's tone. He was obviously jealous, but his words were not objectionable at all. Su Wenyu was prepared for danger in times of peace, and eliminated the danger before it appeared. Stupid women will only fight with women and be jealous, and they will fight like blackbirds. What's the point? A truly smart woman will only take advantage of a man. If you live there, nothing will be a problem. How dare I? I have a little jealousy bucket at home. How dare I go out to hook up with other women, and I'm not afraid of overturning the jealousy pot. Hanyu smiled and pinched Su Wenayu's nose. It is a good sign for a daughter-in-law to be jealous, which proves that my wife cares about her, and he is not that lustful man. It is enough to have such a person in the family that I like. It turns out it's not that I don't want to, it's that I don't dare. Su Wenayu imitated Hanyu's usual look and squinted her eyes dangerously. Unfortunately, she didn't have the same momentum as Hanyu. She imitated the 4 different looks, which was a bit funny. Hanyu naturally knew what his wife wanted to hear, but this time he did not answer according to Su Wenayu's wishes, but said, "Yes, so you have to follow me closely and don't let other women take advantage of it. If you do something stupid like this again, then you will give such a good husband an advantage to other women." When Su Wenayu heard what Hanyu said, she had a dissatisfied expression on her face, but felt a little emotional in her heart. It seemed that Hanyu was really frightened by what happened to her this time, so he said these words to scare her. It doesn't matter what it is, if a person like Hanyu really has such thoughts, how can he say it like this? Okay. Hanyu, it turns out you still have such thoughts? Let me tell you, don't even think about letting other women take my place. I will keep a close eye on you in this life. If you dare to look more, another woman will take one look at her and serve her with fake family law, Su Wenayu said domineeringly, indirectly giving Hanyu a guarantee. Thinking about it, what she did this time was indeed a bit stupid. She also thought wrong at the time. Although it was indeed for Hanyu on the surface, in fact, it was because she didn't believe that Hanyu would regard her as more important than her career. If she really forced Hanyu to do it, making a choice, she was afraid that she would be the one abandoned. Instead of suffering such a result, it would be better to let her die cleanly. In addition, those people looked at her with unclean eyes. A woman's chastity is so important. In the end then he chose to jump off the cliff. This seemed to be for Hanyu's good, but it was an extremely cruel choice. Hanyu was very satisfied with Su Wenayu's answer, but he said, "You have to pay close attention to your daughter-in-law. Your husband-in-law must be talented and good-looking. There are many women who covet your husband-in-law. Don't worry, it doesn't matter what kind of seductive vixen she is, if she comes one, I'll chase the other and beat her out with a big stick. Don't feel bad when the time comes. If I want to love my wife, I will only love my own wife. I have no problem with how you want to deal with other women. But my wife, you have recovered well during this period. You can hit people with a stick. You are so lively and energetic, and you have so much physical strength, it's time to recover. Your husband has been in drought for so long. It's time for you to fulfill your responsibilities as a wife. No, you men only think about those useless things in your minds." Su Wenayu didn't expect that Hanyu would suddenly turn to this. Hanyu cherished her body and had not been intimate for such a long time. Su Wenayu felt a little shy and petty. Panic. It's okay if you don't want to. It's your responsibility as a wife to meet your husband's needs. Who knows that you are a jealous little bucket? If no one else takes care of me, you have to take care of me. Well, One night of spring supper, Wushan was filled with clouds and rain. Since Si Kongling pissed off Su Wenayu that day, he didn't appear in front of Su Wenayu for several days. She didn't know whether it was because he was too busy or because he was afraid that Su Wenayu would settle the score with him. Su Wenayu also thought that Si Kongling might have realized that it was wrong to be so shameless. Yes, that's why I don't come here to annoy others. As a result, before he finished speaking, he saw Si Kongling. She appeared in front of him, still looking as sanctimonious as before, but there seemed to be some more emotion in his eyes. Si Kongling, how dare you come? Why don't you dare? This Peach Blossom Valley is my territory. You girl is so rude and has no respect for my master. If I hadn't liked you, I would have thrown you into the Wild Wolf Valley to feed the wolves. How can you be so arrogant, Si Kong Ling took advantage of Su Wenayu's unpreparedness, tapped Su Wenayu's forehead, and then strode into the room. He asked before he came over, knowing that Han Yu was also there. Han Yu asked Si Kong Ling to sit down. Although Peach Blossom Valley was Si Kong Ling's territory, the couple lived in this small courtyard for the time being. They were the masters in this small courtyard. Young Master Sikong is here at this time. What must be the matter? Han Yu said in a very definite tone. Si Kong Ling is the master of Peach Blossom Valley and knows every move in Peach Blossom Valley. In the past, he was specially chosen every time he came. He had chosen this time to come over when he was away, obviously because he had something to say to him. I'm here to say goodbye to you. I'm afraid that Yiyang Mansion is about to fall. Chang'an City is not peaceful these days. Those people are making frequent moves. I have to go back in person to arrange some things and chop off those restless claws. Otherwise, it would be annoying to find little troubles all the time. Si Kong Ling King Mao said in an understated way, as if it was an ordinary and easy thing, but Su Wenyu could hear the turmoil and bloodiness in it. Si Kong Ling said this. If someone doesn't take action, it will be cruel and ruthless without any room for mercy. I'm afraid many people will be unlucky. Su Wenyu is not a holy mother, and she has no intention to sympathize with those who are about to be targeted by Si Kong Ling for eradication. She is more concerned about it's your own business. Since you want to go to Guild Chang'an, can Han Yu and I also leave? This was not easy for Han Yu to ask, but Su Wenyu had no scruples and asked directly. Hey, you are naive. My return to Chang'an has nothing to do with whether you can leave Peach Blossom Valley. Han Yu can leave whenever he wants. I won't stop you. As for you, you are so rude to me. This attitude makes me very unhappy, so I just stay in Peach Blossom Valley and don't harm others. Rebirth of a Farming Wife. Author, Tianni. Chapter 541. Si Kong Ling said slowly, with a gloating smile on his face. There were clearly written on it the words I'm not happy, and I just want to play with you. Su Wenyu pointed at Si Kong Ling and was so angry that she couldn't speak. Seeing Su Wenyu's wonderful expression changing, Si Kong Ling's smile became brighter and brighter. Ever since he made Su Wenyu angry one time, Si Kong Ling found that he fell in love with this kind of interaction, which could even be extended to fun. It's just that Han Yu was here. Why did Si Kong Ling bully and tease his wife like this? He pulled her into his arms and patted her on the back. Daughter-in-law, calm down, calm down. You don't have to worry about anything while I'm here. Don't worry about your body. I'm so angry, it's not worth it for such a person, huh? You're right. I want to be calm. Just ignore this kind of villain who gets his way. Why should he affect my mood? I listened to your husband, Su Wenyu said, and turned her face away, ignoring Sikong Ling. Seeing Su Wenyu like this, Sikong Ling snorted coldly, childish. Su Wenyu only responded with one word to Si Kong Ling's evaluation, tch. It really made Si Kong Ling a little angry. Si Kong Ling actually came here specifically just to talk to Su Wenyu before leaving. Otherwise, he would have just told his servants to tell Han Yu the news of his departure, so there was no need to come here in person. As a result, Su Wenyu's attitude made it impossible for him to speak properly. Han Yu didn't realize it before, but now that he is in it and looking at the way these two get along, he feels like they are two children who have not grown up, otherwise they would always quarrel and get angry. Si Kong Ling paused for a while, and seeing that Su Wenyu was still buried in Han Yu's arms and ignored his plans, he had to stand up and said to Han Yu, I don't have anything else to do, but I'm leaving tomorrow, so I came here to say goodbye to you. I've said what I need to say, so I'll take my leave. Han Yu knew that Su Wenyu was being rude, but he didn't mean to remind him. He just said, Young Master Sikong, have a safe journey. See you soon. Take care. Take care. After Si Kong Ling said that, he turned and left. Before going out, he glanced at Su Wenyu covertly. Seeing that Su Wenyu did not look at him, he put away the disappointment in his eyes and strode out without any hesitation or pause. After knowing that Si Kong Ling had disappeared, Su Wenyu turned around with a bit of worry on her face. Mr. Sir, Si Kong Ling will leave Peach Blossom Valley tomorrow. Are you really sure about that? Don't worry. When has your husband-in-law's work ever made you worried? It was originally scheduled for these days. If Si Kong Ling was here, I would still have some worries. Now that Si Kong Ling has left, the mechanisms and formations have been destroyed, and there will be no more in the valley. No one can stop us. The reason why Peach Blossom Valley is so scrupulous is that it has always relied on the unique mechanisms and formations in the valley. Now the mechanisms and formations are not a hindrance. For Han Yu, they are just that. An ordinary place. Young master, are we really going to leave like this and let Han Yu and the others stay in the valley? Phantom asked hesitantly. She felt that this was a bit unreliable. It was clear that the young master had already given up the coveted job. I'm thinking, why don't you just let them go, but just leave them in the valley regardless? Otherwise, do you still want to stay with them? Si Kong Ling glanced sideways at Phantom, looked at Phantom's tangled expression, and said with a half smile. Young master, you know that this is not what I mean. This Peach Blossom Valley is the last resort for our Sikong family. It is the most important existence. There cannot be any mistakes. If Han Yu is left in the valley, who knows what Han Yu will do? Han Yu is not a good person. He has been holding back from entering the valley until now. He is probably holding back some evil. Who knows what he will do while the young master is away? Don't worry, no matter what, we are still on the same front. Han Yu will be measured in whatever he does. The situation you are worried about will not happen. Besides, Han Yu is smart, and we in Peach Blossom Valley it's not about showing off your cleverness. If you don't understand the mechanisms and formations, it's difficult to move in the valley. It's not certain that Han Yu can't get out. Anyway, everything depends on his own ability. If they continue to stay in Peach Blossom Valley, so will our Peach Blossom Valley. There will still be delicious food and drinks, so don't worry about them. I don't dare. Phantom now knows why the young master didn't let Han Yu and Su Wenyu leave. It was just the young master's bad taste, so he was playing tricks on Han Yu and his wife. As for whether it would delay Han Yu, this is no longer within the scope of the young master's consideration. Phantom silently mourned for Han Yu and Su Wenyu. Si Kong Ling did not inform anyone again the next day. He took Phantom and left quietly early in the morning, leaving only a letter to be handed over to Han Yu. Han Yu was speechless as he held the letter left by Si Kong Ling. There was only one line of 4 words written on it: I wish you good luck. No wonder Si Kong Ling has such a reputation outside. There is absolutely no reason for the rumors to be untrue. He is a person who has a lot of bad taste and enjoys teasing others. It is not surprising that he does any ridiculous things. Su Wenyu took the letter from Han Yu's hand and saw the content on it. She gritted her teeth angrily. This kind of scum specializes in playing tricks on others. Why doesn't God accept him? Let him cause harm to people like this. Really, I'm so angry. If we didn't have that ancient book, we don't know when it would be released. It's really disgusting. Wife, why are you so angry? You are not calm again. Now we have that ancient book. It is very easy to get out. Sikong Ling must not have expected this, so he left such words. It is too early to be happy. When he knows that we can easily get out of Dahua Valley, he will be angry. Han Yu shook his head. He suspected that Sikong Ling left this sentence not for him, but for his wife. I have to tell Han Yu the truth. Sikong Ling thought all the way that if Su Wenyu saw the letter he left, would she jump up in anger, and then point to the sky and curse the earth and list all his faults, with her eyes wide open. It was really fun. Master, everything is ready. Brother Chiyun has led people to ambush outside the valley, just waiting for us to get out and then meet us. Zai Li reported to Han Yu, but he was a little worried. Dehua Valley is densely covered with mechanical arrays, which is more powerful than guards. I don't know what the master relies on to be so confident that he can break the mechanical arrays in the valley and get out. Very good. The target is too big during the day and it is not convenient to hide. So we will set the time at night. Han Yu finally determined the time to leave. Dr. Mu had already left when Sikongling left. All he had to do was to tell Su Wenyu. He didn't need to prepare anything else. They brought everything and didn't need to take anything away. Rebirth of a Farming Wife. Author, TNNI. Chapter 542. Really, you can leave tonight. Su Wenyu was happy when she heard that she could leave Peach Blossom Valley at night. Although the environment in Peach Blossom Valley was pretty good and there were beautiful views everywhere, it was a pity that none of her relatives and friends were here, and she was still Sikong. This bastardling's territory was really frustrating for her at every turn, and she was eager to leave. Of course, I can still lie to you. You should eat well, drink well, have a good rest, replenish your physical strength and energy, and we will leave in the evening, Han Yu warned. Su Wenyu nodded quickly, indicating that she understood. Well, I'm going to rest right now. Do I need to prepare anything else? It was the first time for Su Wenyu to experience such a thing. She had no experience, so she just asked. She was still a little excited, but she was not afraid. Han Yu's presence would give her a complete sense of security. Han Yu would definitely. She doesn't have to worry about the arrangements. No, you don't need to prepare anything. I just want to inform you that you can come with me when the time comes. There is only one thing. Try to stay as usual. Don't make mistakes and let others see the clues, so as not to cause trouble. Han Yu knew that his wife was sensible and understood, but she had never experienced these things before, so she still warned her uneasily. Su Wenyu nodded her head. I know. As usual, I won't let others see it. Well, I still have some things to arrange. Just stay in the room and rest. Don't go out at this last moment, so as not to cause another accident. After Han Yu told Su Wenyu, he went out after Su Wenyu agreed. Su Wenyu lay on the bed, wanting to have a good rest, but she couldn't fall asleep. She tossed and turned. Finally, when Han Yu came back, it was almost dark outside. How's it going? Have everything been arranged? Su Wenyu looked at no one outside, closed the door and asked in a low voice. Everything has been arranged. Looking at you like this, you must have not had any rest in the afternoon, right? Han Yu knew from his wife's appearance that she was probably too excited to sleep. I'm so happy that I can finally leave this place. I'm so excited that I can't sleep at all. But don't worry, I'm in good spirits and it won't affect my actions. But you've been busy and haven't stopped to rest. Take a break now, everything will be directed at you, you are the one who needs to keep your spirits up the most, Su Wenyu quickly assured after hearing what Han Yu said. Han Yu didn't know his wife's temperament, so he expected it and nodded. I've asked the kitchen to deliver food. After eating, you can rest with me for a while. You have to wait until it's completely dark outside before you can act. The nights in Peach Blossom Valley are always very quiet, and you can clearly hear the chirping of insects and birds. It was night. Han Yu lit rosemary, and when everyone in the yard fell into sleep, he quietly left with Su Wenyu. No one noticed in the yard. Speaking of it, the rosemary was specially made by Dr. Mu for Han Yu. The effect was definitely countless times stronger than ordinary incense. The amount on a fingernail was enough to make people in the yard sleep. They didn't wake up until dawn. By then, They had already left Peach Blossom Valley and were on their way to Fengjiazhuang. When Han Yu and Su Wenyu arrived, Zai Li was already waiting at the entrance of the valley. The place Su Wenyu found was indeed the exit of Peach Blossom Valley. It's really this place. Sure enough, I am a bit smart. Su Wenyu was quite proud to see this place. After all, she was able to achieve this without having to learn the mechanism formation. Su Wenyu still felt very good about herself. With your ideas and skills, you should just stay with me. You found the place right, but the formation here is not as easy as you think. This is a chain formation, formation within an formation. If you had broken it back then, the simplest formation is to fall into a chain formation. Ah, Su Wenyu exclaimed softly, and then she was really glad that Si Kongling arrived in time, so that she did not fall into the array. Otherwise, even if she was brought out by Si Kongling, her fault would definitely be exposed. She really thought highly of herself. Seeing Su Wenyu's frustrated look, Han Yu naturally wanted to comfort him. Don't be discouraged. Nothing is so easy in the world. Peach Blossom Valley is regarded as a taboo place in the entire world. It can never be simple. It has been passed down for hundreds of years. How could you crack it so easily, even if you have that ancient book in your hand? I think things are too simple. There are people outside the world, and there is a sky outside the world. With my skills that are not even half measured, I actually found this place by luck. It's just that we have to leave Peach Blossom Valley from here now. My husband, are you sure? Su Wenyu knew the power of it, and looked at Han Yu with some worry. Although Han Yu was very powerful in her heart, after all, she had rarely been exposed to the formation mechanism before. With such a short time, she learned from the ancient books dictated by her. I found the formation in the content, but it seemed a bit mysterious. Han Yu smiled confidently and held Su Wenyu's hand tightly. You think I am you? How can I act rashly if I am not sure enough? Just follow me honestly. Sure enough, people have different qualifications. Han Yu has never been a big talker. Relying on the contents of ancient books that he had thoroughly understood these days, he led Su Wenyu to break the formations and mechanisms and left Peach Blossom Valley safely. See, it was a short journey, and it was already morning when we walked out. As soon as they left the Peach Blossom Valley, the scene outside changed. It was completely different from that in the valley, and the temperature was much lower. They were so close, but they seemed like two different worlds. Han Yu was afraid that Su Wenyu would freeze, so he put on his cloak. It was draped on Su Wenyu. Looking back, the path I just came out of has disappeared. Behind me, there is a vast fog. Peach Blossom Valley is hidden among the mountains and has disappeared. If there is no special means and methods, or knowing the doorway, you can't even find the entrance to Peach Blossom Valley. The old predecessor who founded Peach Blossom Valley is really amazing. No wonder Peach Blossom Valley is listed as one of the forbidden places in the world. Just relying on this hand, it can be called a stroke of genius, not to mention the various arrays and mechanisms in the valley. Fortunately, I was very proud of finding the exit at the beginning, and I felt good about myself. Now I think about it and feel ashamed. Su Wenyu sighed as she looked at the mountains behind her. She didn't feel it when she was in it. Only when she walked out of Peach Blossom Valley did she really feel the extraordinariness of Peach Blossom Valley, which was very shocking. Master, you're out. The brothers Qi Yun and Qi Shen had been guarding not far from the valley entrance, but they were not sure about the exact location of Peach Blossom Valley. After receiving Han Yu's signal, they hurried over with excitement on their faces, especially when they saw Su Wenyu being led by Han Yu. The two brothers paused and froze in place. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Rebirth of a Farming Wife. Author, TNNI. Chapter 543. I've met the mistress. The two brothers Qi Shen and Qi Yun knelt down in front of Su Wenyu and gave Su Wenyu a formal ceremony. In the past, Qi Yun and Qi Shen did not do so because of some thoughts and pride in their hearts. To bow to Su Wenyu in the true sense is to not truly acknowledge Su Wenyu's position as mistress in their hearts. After all, due to certain things and the concepts of this era, they all have some misunderstandings about Su Wenyu. The attitude was not respectful enough, not because of what she had done, but because she did not treat Su Wenyu as her mistress. This is also the norm in upper-class society. In this society, women have a relatively low status and are dependent on men. In large families, the secret guards only obey the master. They do not need to obey the orders of the mistress, but only need to respect them. It was for these reasons that Su Wenyu jumped off the cliff so decisively that they were so shocked, ashamed, and blamed for failing to protect their mistress. Han Yu understood the mood of Qi Yun and others, and treated them differently from other subordinates, a little more tolerant, so he clearly saw it, didn't say anything more, and didn't make any more demands. Now that he saw that he valued them, his subordinates truly admired his daughter-in-law, and Han Yu felt a little more pleased. Seeing brothers Qi Yun and Qi Shen kneeling there, Han Yu didn't say anything, but let go of his wife's hand and let her handle it by herself. He didn't have high demands on his wife, but she still had to do these most basic things. He also believed that his wife had such ability. Su Wenyu didn't have any special feelings about the servant kneeling down, and she even sneered at Chen Li's remarks about everyone being equal. The rules of this society were like this. It was natural for a slave to kneel before his master. It was just Qi Yun and Qishen's brother. It's different. If she hadn't been persecuted by Wang Mang, her status would have been much higher than hers. Besides, regardless of their previous status, they are now Han Yu's valued subordinates and his right-hand man, so Qi Yun and Qi Shen are both brothers. She was still a little flattered when he knelt down and kowtowed, and looked at Han Yu at a loss. This was Han Yu's subordinate. Su Wenyu thought of letting Han Yu handle it, but Han Yu stood there and said nothing, and even let go of her hand, clearly meaning to let her handle it by herself. Su Wenyu was a little at a loss for a moment, but she didn't have stage fright. If she backed down at this time, it would be too embarrassing and it would be a waste of Han Yu's efforts. Han Yu wanted to establish her status in the hearts of his subordinates and let her take the opportunity to conquer Qi Yun. Brother Qi Shen, thus allowing her status not only in the back house, but also at the front. Get up quickly, there is no need for this. I heard Han Yu say that you are quite guilty because of this incident, and feel that you have not been able to protect yourself well. There is no need to treat me with such a big gift because of this incident. The situation was like this that day. No wonder you have done your best and fulfilled your responsibilities. I will not blame you for this, especially Han Yu. Ma'am, I don't blame you because I'm generous. No matter what the situation was that day, it's my fault for not protecting my wife. Please punish me, madam. The two brothers Qi Yun and Qi Shen were still kneeling there upright, refusing to get up. Brothers are all people who accept death and will never change what they have decided. Seeing them like this, Su Wenyu did not continue to let them get up. She only said, well, in that case, I will accept your worship. As for the punishment, the past has passed. There is no point in pursuing it anymore. You are Han Yu's right-hand man. Now that we are rectifying the employment situation, I will punish you to work harder for Han Yu in the future, help Han Yu achieve a career, and make up for your mistakes. Su Wenyu's words made Qi Yun Qishen even more admired. They said that madam was not an ordinary woman, and she always planned for adults. How stupid they were in the past to think that madam was not virtuous and generous enough, which led to prejudice and neglect. And now it turns out that the madam is a chaste and admirable woman. Only a woman like the madam is worthy of being an adult. Other women are not even worthy of carrying the madam's shoes. We are your lord's subordinates, and it is natural for us to do our best to serve you. Besides, your lord is kind to us, and we will not hesitate to risk our lives for you. Now that madam said this, she wants to let us brothers be spared. We brothers understand very well and accept madam's feelings. We will work harder for you in the future and will never let you down. In that case, the matter has been explained clearly. Please get up quickly. Su Wenyu smiled and asked Brother Qiyun and Qi Shen to get up. In fact, there was another profound meaning in her first sentence. She believed that Brother Qiyun and Qi Shen could listen. She understood, but she didn't express anything, and she didn't force it. The promise she forced through this guilt was meaningless. Besides, although she didn't achieve her original goal, at least he could learn from the behavior of Brother Qiyun and Kishan. There was a sense of respect in the words, which I had never experienced before. Han Yu watched from the side and naturally understood the meaning of his wife's words. Brother Qiyun and Kishan just admitted their mistake this time, but did not answer the words that his wife really emphasized. Brother Qiyun and Kishan could not. He didn't understand the deep meaning of his wife's words, but Han Yu was not in a hurry and was waiting to see what would happen next. He was definitely not wrong about Brother Qiyun and Kishan's respect for his wife. Brother Qiyun and Kishan asked Madam for forgiveness again. Sure enough, Han Yu guessed correctly, and Qiyun Kishan did not live up to his trust. When he got up, he knelt down again, kowtowed to Su Wenyu again, and knelt there. What are you doing again? Although Su Wenyu was a little surprised, it seemed to be expected. She could almost predict what the brothers Qiyun and Qi Shen would say next. In the past, Qiyun and Qi Shen had little knowledge and only relied on their own opinions and views. They also listened to some words that were not favorable to Madam, so they misjudged Madam. Although they were polite to Madam, they did not really respect her from the heart. There were many negligences in their actions. Madam, please forgive us brothers. In the future, whenever Madam has an order, we brothers will never refuse and will respect Madam as we do to you. The brothers Qiyun and Qi Shen accepted Su Wenyu as their mistress from the bottom of their hearts, so they would never say those empty words. Knowing that Madam would not blame them, they would no longer say those words asking for punishment. What they want to express now is an attitude. Very good, I feel your sincerity and intentions. As I said before, the past is over, and you didn't really do anything wrong. At least you did what you should do. I won't punish you. I just hope you can do better in the future. Stand up. I never like to understand anything through words. If you really have intentions, you can prove it with actions in the future. Yes, I will do it myself and prove it with actions in the future. Rebirth of a Farming Wife. Author, Tianni. Chapter 544. In Peach Blossom Valley, the sun was shining on the doors and windows. Seeing that no one from Su Wenyu's side had come to get breakfast, he sent someone over in the kitchen. Only then did he wake up the servant who was serving him. Only then did he realize that there was no one in the courtyard except Peach Blossom Valley. The servants in the valley, Han Yu, his wife, and Zai Li were all missing. They mobilized the servants in the valley to search the entire valley but could not find them. Steward, look, the formations and mechanisms at the entrance of the valley have been cracked. Have General Han and the others left the valley? The guards patrolling the entrance of the valley were the first to report the abnormality. General Han and the others are nowhere to be found in the entire valley. The formations and mechanisms at the entrance of the valley have been cracked again. I think the people who came here have indeed left, the steward said with a solemn expression. Peach Blossom Valley relied on the formations and mechanisms of its ancestors hundreds of years ago. He has never encountered such a thing before, especially after it happened. Only now did he realize that he was really derelict in his duty. Boss, General Han, and the others might not have gone far yet. How about we send people to chase them? We might be able to catch up with them. The steward shook his head. After all, his identity was different, and he could see more clearly. No need, since General Han has a way to break through the formation and the mechanism to leave. We can't stop him even if we catch up. I'll report it to Uncle Gu first. Let's see what Uncle Gu says before we deal with it. As the young master of the Sikong family and the master of Peach Blossom Valley, Si Kong Ling rarely spends time in Peach Blossom Valley. Things in the valley are usually controlled and decided by Uncle Gu, but Uncle Gu is obsessed with martial arts. Everything in the valley is handed over to the manager. He rarely shows up and has a low sense of presence. Especially when Si Kong Ling is here, everything in the valley can be handed over to Si Kong Ling. Uncle Gu only appears when Si Kong Ling first comes and takes care of the valley. He told Si Kong Ling about what happened during this period, and then went into seclusion in his own territory. That was when Su Wenyu was still unconscious, so Han Yu and Su Wenyu still don't know about the existence of this person. This Han Yu has some abilities. The young master has a sophisticated eye and rarely makes mistakes when he sees people. He is a good young man, especially he is very knowledgeable in formations and mechanisms. He can actually unlock the tricks of our ancestors. His formations and mechanisms are not bad. He is a talented person. If it were not for his wrong status, I would have accepted him as a close disciple. Uncle Gu twirled his beard and said. His focus was obviously not the same as that of the steward. However, although Uncle Gu was only a servant of the Sikong family, in terms of seniority, even in front of the head of the family, one must respect Uncle Gu. Uncle Gu is a disciple of the old Valley Master from the previous generation, and all his abilities are inherited from the old Valley Master. Si Kong Ling has to respectfully call him Uncle Gu when he sees him. Uncle Gu, look at this. The steward looked worried. General Han just left and took Miss Su with him. He saw how much the young master valued Miss Su, so I am afraid that the young master will blame him when he knows the news. Even the old people in the valley are afraid of the young master's methods. Just leave. The young master made an explanation before leaving. If Han Yu can leave by his own ability, we don't need to stop him. Uncle Gu waved his hands carelessly. If the young master hadn't made such an explanation, would Han Yu have been able to leave? The unknown. It turns out that the young master has given instructions. That's good. Otherwise, I really don't know how to explain to the young master. The steward touched the sweat on his forehead and finally breathed a sigh of relief. Uncle Gu's supervision was like this, and he sneered, "You are so frightened by a trivial matter, you have no future." The steward didn't dare to refute what he heard, but he murmured in his heart, "With your status, the young master will not do anything to you. It would be miserable for us like this." The young master's methods are sharp, compared to the old valley masters. No one in the valley is afraid of it. "Ms. Sir, how long will it take for us to arrive?" After leaving Peach Blossom Valley, Su Wenyu only wanted to go to Fengjiazhuang to see her children as soon as possible. She didn't know how many times she asked her along the way. She was really thinking about her. Han Yu was a little helpless and a little jealous. As expected, after having a child, his status in his wife's mind plummeted. Along the way, her daughter-in-law only thought about the child and completely ignored him. However, seeing her anxious face, he was able to suppress this dissatisfaction because it was his own child anyway. Since Han Yu came from Yiyang Mansion, he went directly to find a wife. He only knew about the child's condition from the news coming from below. It has been a long time since he mentioned it. "I saw you, but I don't know what the child looks like now." "Don't worry, wife. Now that we have come out of Peach Blossom Valley, the children are staying well at Fengjiazhuang. Even if they want to see each other, it won't be at this moment. We will stay overnight in the town ahead tonight, and we will meet again tomorrow. It's only a morning's journey." Han Yu also took Su Wenyu's health into consideration and didn't go very fast along the way. "I think we shouldn't stay in the town for the night. After all, it's only a morning's journey. Let's hurry up and drive the carriage harder. We can reach Fengjiazhuang today, so don't waste this night anymore. Su Wenyu was thinking about her child, and she didn't want to waste one more night, wishing she could spend it all on the road. Daughter-in-law, it's only one morning. Let's not miss this whole morning. Your body will not be able to bear such a long journey. If the children know that you have broken your body on the road for them, they will not feel at ease. Han Yu knew my wife would not listen to any other excuses, so she would have to move the child out. No, my own body knows it. I'm in good spirits right now. I'm not walking by myself but sitting on a carriage. The carriage is also padded with 2 layers of thick cotton wool. It's very comfortable and I don't feel anything at all. It's hard work, just one night is enough to ruin your body. Wife, you have to listen. Han Yu's face has darkened. Su Wenyu is not afraid of Han Yu's dark face. In order to see the child earlier, facing Han Yu's dark face is nothing. Besides, Han Yu is just a dark face, and he won't do anything to her. Husband, you know my temper. Even if I stop to rest in the town at night, I can't sleep with the child in my heart. It's better to hurry up and get to Fengjiazhuang early. Seeing the child will make me feel at ease, and I can also rest well. Su Wenyu was very persistent in this matter. Han Yu persuaded her for a long time but it didn't work. In the end, he had to compromise and kept going back according to Su Wenyu's wishes. Han Yu also understood that his wife was so eager to see the child now. Even if he stayed in the town to rest, his wife would definitely not be able to sleep. It's better to rush to Fengjiazhuang to see the child early, and she can rest well after seeing the child. With the care of Dr. Mu during this period, and the carriage is still comfortable, it won't be too tiring for his wife to travel.